This is Jane again. Hello. I have this squid in my refrigerator that needs to be cooked, prepared some way today. Otherwise, I'll need to throw it out. But we got it fresh, I guess, about 2 days ago, and it's ready to. It's either I use it or I throw it out. So what I've gotten is there's some squid here, and I'm going to. Leave it in the sink for now. What I need to do is rinse it. What I'm going to do is grill these. This is actually my daughter Adriana's recipe, and it's probably her husband's. What I do is I slice them open, make sure everything is nice and clean, rinse everything out. Squid tend to have a lot of sand in it, so what I'm doing is cutting it open with scissor, and I rinse it really well. This dish is a really good dish to serve on a hot day. You can refrigerate it and then just bring it to room temperature once you're ready to serve it, or before you serve it. Hope you can see me. So a lot of times there's sediment right in the corner at the smallest part of the squid. So that's why this is an easy way of getting all that grit out. I mean, you can leave them whole, but they just cook better on the grill. Because they're flat now. And once I do this, I will dry them very well with some paper towels, and then I'll score them as well on the outside of the squid so that they stay flat when I grill them. If you can grill them without scoring, but I've learned that they tend to curl. After I grill them, I will prepare a dressing of, I believe it's olive oil, oregano, you can put red pepper, salt, and I believe lemon juice. And it's a wonderful Italian dish. And it's fairly inexpensive too. Squid is high in protein and low in fat. Once I put it on the grill, squid cooks very quickly. By the way, you can also do this with octopus. I'm trying to think what else you can do it with. Probably any kind of like shellfish, shrimp. Very similar, any kind of shellfish really. The dressing can be used for any type of shellfish. Okay, so once that's done, I'll drain it. But I will also need to pat it dry with a paper towel. I might just do that in the sink. It might be easier, less cleanup. So I'll just put paper towels on the bottom of the sink and just spread the squid on the paper towels. And once I dry them, I'll put half of the dressing on before I grill and half of it after I grill. I'm going to pat each of these dry. You don't want them wet because they'll splatter when you grill them. You want them as dry as possible so they'll also absorb the flavors better when they're dry. I always love these tentacles. A lot of people don't like them, but the texture of them is really good. I guess this will be my dinner tonight. Joe and I, we could have this nice dish with, I'll probably serve it with a string bean. I was looking at a recipe today which was made out of string beans, roasted potatoes, red onion, chopped red onion, I think it's onion, yeah, garlic. It looked really good, but it's a nice string bean and potato dish. I have lots of string beans from my garden. I'm almost done with this. Wash my hands. And I'm going to need to score this now. What I do is I'll score the outside of, I'll probably do diagonal cuts. You can see, very lightly score it. You don't need to dig in too deeply. You don't want to, whoops, I just did. Oh, this one's not that dry. I think I still have to dry these quite a bit. Anyway, so just score them lightly. I think it was my daughter's husband, Masi. He taught her this dish, and it's from Sicily. So I have to give him the credit for this recipe. And then add the dressing. So you need olive oil, lemon, a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, and I've put in ground dried oregano, about a teaspoon. Actually, I think I'm going to need a little more oil, so I'll put oil and lemon juice in. So I'm going to put the lemon juice in now. And this will be a pre-grill and post-grill dressing. This is always hard to do when you have a big lemon. And you can reserve this dressing for future use in the fridge if you want to stock up on it for a quick fish grill dish. I'll put a little more olive oil, and I'm going to put a little more oregano. So what I'll do is I'll blend that nicely. And I'm going to pour half of it on the squid. Here's the squid. And stir that up. And what I'll do is I'll reserve this in the fridge until I'm ready to grill and serve it. And then at that point, after I grill it, I will dress it a little more with the dressing that I've made. So I'll just add a little more of this. I think that's enough. And toss it really nicely. And it'll absorb the flavors in the refrigerator. You don't have to do this prior, but since it's early enough it's early in the day and I'm not going to grill it now, I'll just store it in the fridge.
Hi.
You said hi, baby.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Say it.
Hi, baby.
Joe is now grilling the squid, which I've prepared. And as you can see, they're still curling, but I did score them. And he's putting the smaller pieces on the aluminum foil so they don't fall through the grill.
Except for a couple.
Except for a couple of them. So they're still curling, yet I scored them. I don't know why. But maybe they'll straighten out once you turn them. So this is the idea, and and this only takes a couple of minutes on each side because the squid cooks quickly. So that's it, and once Joe's done with this, we'll put it in the bowl with the additional dressing. Joe is adding the additional dressing. You don't have to add all of it, just what's like you think is necessary. And then you can always add more.
Tiny little bit. Okay.
And that's what it looks like.
That's it.
There you go.
Mwah. Another delicious meal by my Janie.
Yeah, tonight's a really kind of very Italian dinner because I've made squid, the grilled squid, the roasted red peppers that are local, and this new dish that I saw in the paper, which is string beans and potatoes and garlic and onions, and the glass of wine.
Minus the corn.
And some nice flowers. Yeah, that recipe needed, the string bean recipe was supposed to have corn in it, but it doesn't, so.
Okay, how about a still image?
Can you see me?
I can see you.
So, enjoy your meals and eat healthy and fresh and local. Bye. How do you like it, Joe?
It's delicious, Jane.
Yum.